Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Alpha Central. I'm your host, Jack, and today we're taking a look at when women get rejected and men stop simping. But let's dive right in, right after you subscribe, of course. Disclaimer, this video was made for strictly comedic/artistic purposes. No offense is intended towards any individual featured in this video.
I have a boyfriend. He's in the army.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How long you guys been together for?
Like a year.
A year?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you plan on getting married with him? Do you see that like being a future or no?
That's the plan, but I don't know. Guys?
How does he feel about you being like outside the clubs?
That's a...
Do you even know?
Oh
my god, no way, dude, this is so...
That's not a question.
He's in the army, and she's out here on the streets. That says everything you need to know about their relationship.
Don't worry about it. No. She'll think it's fun.
No,
I know my wife.
Don't do it.
Here she is. Hey, babe, I only needed one hoe.
Say that again.
I said I only needed one.
How many nights will you be staying, sir?
Let's just keep it open-ended, all right? You had to say it again, huh?
After that joke, I wouldn't be surprised if he got upgraded to a permanent hotel guest.
I'm not sure what you're laughing at the ring for, because all I'm laughing at is the fact that you are criticizing an engaged woman when you are still single. I'm laughing at the fact that you are so materialistic and entitled that you don't just feel entitlement over yourself, but you extend that entitlement to other women. You don't know their situation. You don't know if they're building together. You don't even know if that was the ring that she wanted. What I do know is that for some reason, you feel like it's perfectly acceptable to post this video and mock not only a man, but another woman. That's really the irony of it all, right? Is most of these girls that are actively putting down men, you're not just putting down men, you're putting down the women that are with those men. So until I see a ring on your finger, I don't really think that you should be talking, because it doesn't matter if your ring looks like hers or if it looks like mine. The size of the rock on your finger does not differentiate on how much the man loves you. You seem to have missed that memo. Thank you.
That ring's the size of his love. Modest, real, and not for clout.
I just walk away and be the bigger person today.
The moment she walked in, the monitor tapped out. Even pixels have limits.
How many hours are in 3 days?
I know the answer. Can I answer?
Hold on.
I use my air paper and pen too. I ain't gonna lie. There's nothing wrong with it. It works.
Give me a number.
92.
That's wrong.
What state New York City is in?
That's easy. Please.
Manhattan.
I didn't know Manhattan was a state. When did that happen? Is it 51? Is that the 51st state?
Yes, good. How many states are there total?
Please get this one right.
How many states in total? 25.
I think I'm still on the Manhattan thing because they're in New York.
How many months in 2 years?
And it's 12?
That's the shortest year ever. 6 months and a year. I'm sorry, world.
How do you even survive this long without knowing basic third-grade facts? That's just crazy. You have to respect his bravery, but bro's got a death wish.
Psychologically abusive men use silence to gain control over you.
You know, I've seen a couple of these species in the wild. This is what we call a professional victim. Nothing like entitlement coupled with attitude and a side of delusion. Silence is abuse. Off.
Silence isn't abuse. Stop turning peace and quiet into a conspiracy theory.
So after 5 years of marriage, I figured this thing out. It's all psychological. There's one psycho and there's one logical. And, you know, as long as you guys don't...
Which one are you?
I think we can tell who's who from the way she's looking at him. Ouch.
Understanding what a woman wants is very difficult. It's like trying to figure out what colour the letter 7 smells like.
Modern women aren't even sure what they're looking for themselves and expect us to know exactly what they want? Make it make sense.
Don't hate me, but I feel like if men have to put the toilet seat down for women, women should leave it up for men as well.
I have never heard this one. We got to sit with this one. I heard a bunch of no's, but...
Hear me out, hear me out. So,
yeah, we listening.
Me and my wife... So my wife and I, we go back and forth about this all the time. I mean, you know, we split chores in the house. She cooks, I clean. She does a little bit more shopping than me, but most things are equal, so why not one more, right? I'm trying.
Okay, thank you.
If I gotta lower it for you, then you better start lifting it for me. Equality, right?
If you were a stay-at-home mom, you should be receiving a salary from your husband.
Why? Because if two people are married and one is working and one is not, in this case the man is working, that means he is paying for everything in the household, to include the mortgage / the rent, the bills, the insurance, and everything that goes along with being an adult. So why does the wife, in this case, who doesn't work, need to get a salary from the husband?
If you are a stay-at-home mom, otherwise known as a non-compensated working mom, and you are married to a man...
You know, I've always wondered, what about women that are married to other women and one of them works? Does the one who is working have to pay the non-working woman a salary in that situation as well? Or is this only a man-woman kind of thing?
Your husband, the compensated partner, should be paying for the uncompensated labor. And yeah, there's going to be a lot of pissed off men in the comments.
No, I'm just confused. Why exactly would a spouse expect to get paid for doing the work that a person, if they were single, would be doing all on their own with no reimbursement? This doesn't make any sense to me.
So he pays rent, bills, groceries, and now you want a salary with it too? Yeah, that's a no from me.
Do you care about how she dresses in public?
Of course. I'm quite a traditional man when it comes to the women I love. I mean, I can go out with girls. If I don't love them, I don't care about how they dress. If I love a girl, no, of course not. There are certain boundaries that need to be respected. I think not just Arab men are like that. Everyone is like that. Every man is like that. The only difference is that Western men are not that courageous. They end up not being able to control anything in their lives, because at least what you need to control is your relationship, right? You don't have to be a controlling man, I'm not saying that, but you need to have your boundaries that need to be respected by your woman. That's it. It's quite simple and straightforward.
He treats strangers like strangers, and his woman like a queen with standards. Simple as that.
What about Hasby is not your type? Height-wise?
I'm short.
Me to me. You gotta be like
I'm short to you?
6'1".
Well, first of all, how tall you think I am? Do you know how tall is 6 feet?
If I put heels on, I feel like I'm gonna reach your ear, and I want like tall.
But if you're saying 6'1", I'm 6'1".
And how tall are you? I'm 5'3".
You 5'3", you want to... You can't be talking like that. You 5'3".
Hey, that's like my main thing. Height is a big thing for me.
Ma'am, respectfully, you're not tall enough to be setting any height requirements. When you hate on a guy who's miles ahead of you, but the mirror's your biggest enemy.
All right, listen up. If you've ever asked your husband the question, am I your wife or your maid? I want you to take a step back and think, has he ever asked me, am I your husband or your mechanic? Am I your husband or your meal ticket? Am I your husband or your delivery boy? Am I your husband or your landscaper? Am I your husband or your electrician? Probably not. Roles exist in a marriage for a reason, and part of a marriage is serving and love and not nagging. Okay, bye.
Both parties in a marriage have their own roles to play, and the sooner one understands that, the better and happier you'll be.
Your child has needs that this man pays for. Rehab alone is $400 a month. And you want to be removed from child support?
The child is now 18. I would like to be relieved of the child support payments.
And he's 18, but he's handicapped. He's special.
When you say he's special, what type of disability does he have?
He has a mental disability, man.
Okay. Okay, what type of medical expenses does the child have?
He has rehabilitation. He also has a speech therapist that comes in.
And you want to be removed from child support? You hear about all of the care that it takes to take care of your adult child? You made it appear as though this child turned 18 and your child support should naturally terminate. That's not what's going on.
Allow me a 2-year reprieve so I can do some things that I need to do.
The only reprieve you're going to receive here today to start your child support obligation on a monthly basis to this man, okay?
This woman loves herself more than she loves her child, and it shows.
Are you single or are you married?
I'm single.
Any children?
Yes, I have 3 girls.
What do you want?
My issue is I work too much. That's my issue. I work a lot. I'm always at work. Mostly 12 hours a day.
How old is your youngest?
13.
How many hours a week are you working?
Almost 45.
Man. Got a normal work week. You said that's the problem, ain't the problem. I want to hear at least 80. So if working ain't the problem, what is it?
I'm trying to figure that out. I put myself out there.
What's the outcome that you want?
I'm looking for companionship. I'm looking for marriage. You know, I have some standards.
You been married before?
I've been engaged twice to the same person. The first time I was honest, you know, I told him I wasn't ready. The second time.
Why marriage now?
I'm being honest. I felt at the time I wasn't ready at the time. And now I'm ready.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'4".
Dress size?
I'm sorry?
Dress size?
My dress size, I would say 14.
How much you weighed last time you weighed yourself?
Well, I actually weighed myself today. I was 213.
So your man is 355 pounds. That's where you need to start looking for men. 355 pounds or more.
Why would you say that? I'm just curious.
Because you're 213 pounds.
So you saying I have to lose weight to get the ideal man that I want? That's what you're saying?
I'm saying you're not the ideal woman that men want. You weigh more than a man. Ma'am, you are 35 pounds over the average weight for the average black woman, and she's 60 pounds overweight.
Ma'am, men aren't out here settling just so you can feel like a queen. Do better.
I'm trying to figure out why all these grown men have on these jerseys today. I mean, it's jerseys everywhere, and I'm looking at the flyer like, y'all ain't saying nothing about grown men wearing jerseys. I do not. That is such a turnoff to me. I do not want my man wearing a jersey like a little kid.
So, number one, your man wouldn't be wearing a jersey because you probably don't have one. Number two, there are grown men that wear jerseys. In fact, that's where it comes from. They're called professional athletes. So this idea that only children wear jerseys, I'm really trying to understand where that's coming from. And number three, imagine guys telling you they don't like those umbrella eyelashes that you got, or that wig that you got, or any of that war paint, all of that mystical, magical sorcery that you have on your face. The same way you don't give a damn what men think about what you wear, we don't give a damn what you think about what we wear.
A grown man wears a jersey and suddenly he's beneath you? Come on, let's be real.
And this is literally all we want. A little body, facial hair, a little muscle, and a little fat. It's that simple. And it's literally a picture of Superman. And I love how she phrases it too, like, this is all we want. The standards aren't even that high. And then it's just literally Henry Cavill. Like, I don't even have to say anything. Like, what? Gentlemen, if you want to get a woman, it's so simple. This is all they want. It's like just the bare minimum.
They're not looking for a boyfriend, they're looking for a fantasy and calling it the bare minimum.
We got into a fight and he put his finger on my mouth. And he's like, shh.
And he still has that finger?
Yeah. I know, right?
That finger would have...
Was that after him telling you to be quiet a number of times, you're not listening?
Sir.
What?
My man. Let me just...
Hold on. Wait.
Let me just...
Hold. See, I mean, after a couple of times, like, you're trying to get a word in edgewise and you can't, you might have to go to step 2.
And step 2 means they have no finger anymore.
Yeah.
He didn't argue, he just hit her with the shh and watched her crash out. Dude's begging the heavens just to get a good morning without any attitude. Obscene gestures won't save you now. Good luck with your walk of shame.
26 years ago today, a father proposed to the love of his life. Yeah, she said no and I got stuck with your mother. Son, the biggest mistake you can do in life is getting married and what? That's it. Father doesn't remember how he proposed. I do. I got down on one knee. And then I got down on the other knee and I went, please leave me alone. No, you didn't. Enjoy your day tonight without me, Father.
Do I look all right?
You look fantastic.
Ah, thank you.
Ah, monster! You look beautiful.
Ah! Carl Kelly!
Jeesh, I wouldn't be surprised if the dad has to sleep on the couch after that.
Do you know what pisses me off?
What?
People who wear construction boots at the gym. Have you ever seen those people?
Why though?
Like big clunkers?
Yeah,
No, that's
coming
weird.
from work though, because I used to work construction, so I would
I
go
didn't know
in.
that.
Yeah. I used to go in wearing my because the thing is, when you work construction, you're up early.
Yeah.
You literally
No,
don't even have
that's
time
fair.
to change. You can't really go from the site to home because if you go home, you're gonna fall
Yeah,
asleep.
you're gonna stay.
You're gonna you're just gonna because it's
Obviously,
such a
that's
demanding
fair,
job. So I go to the site at 7, right? And then I'm there till 4 p.m. Then I eat Subway or McDonald's. Then I go right to the gym. By the time I'm home, I gotta go to bed.
Imagine being this pressed over someone else's footwear. Focus on your form, not their boots.
I currently have for sale one wife, slightly used, 1968 model. It needs a muffler as it's very loud and its intake valve is stuck in an open position. It's going to need rewiring as many of the wires are currently crossed. Got lots of little dings in the body which have been covered up with too much paint and a failed effort to camouflage them. Rear end needs a major overhaul as there is a crack that has grown quite large over the years. Needs reupholstering as its carpets have turned a dingy gray. Needs a little bit of front end work as the headlights are too close to the ground and the fenders are way too far apart. It may not pass an emissions test as it currently produces foul clouds of malodorous gas on a regular basis. The heater works great and hot air is never in short supply. Asking $500 cash or trade on a newer model.
Every flaw he pointed out just cost him another night on the couch. I hope it was worth it.
What type of guy do you like?
I like a guy that is caring, that is honest, and spends on his woman.
Are you whining yourself?
Eh.
What about you?
Let's have it.
I like a girl that is caring and she spends on her man.
You're funny. You.
You too.
He said you too, and suddenly she forgot how to blink. Hilarious.
A lot of people are accusing him of fat shaming the governor.
And then when he's lost 30 pounds, I'm going to come back to the state and do a celebration in a public way-in with him.
That was so mean and uncomfortable, and I don't think the audience liked it.
No,
This
they
is a
didn't like
governor
it
they
either.
recently elected who's pretty popular, but then saying he needs to get on the carnivore diet. Someone who's large, someone who's large doesn't need you to point that out. Like, they are very aware and they feel that all the time.
Well, I think that's just one of the differences between men and women. Men can be mean and direct to your face, while women engage in a more indirect and sympathy-seeking way among each other. Like, she's just big-boned, she's different and beautiful, and like you just said, someone who's that large doesn't need to hear it, or they feel that all the time. Well, type 2 diabetes does not care about your feelings. It holds the cards, the deadly cards, and it will play them if you don't take action, okay? But as for a man, if I know someone with his own gravitational pull, I would look at him and say, you are fat and miserable. You will die of being fat. Stop it, okay? And if you look at the results of each approach, it's clear which one has a higher chance of working.
Men call it like it is. Modern women, nah, they've got 10 words for fat and they're still afraid to use them.
Do y'all like submissive women or do y'all like women who are like more dominant?
I like the women that God created, the submissive woman.
Amen.
My man has his preferences and he isn't afraid to say them out loud.
How you doing? Hey, you stay around here? So you ain't like familiar with this area?
No.
I got a question. I'm trying to see like some good like food spots. Cool.
Thank you.
Man, rude. It's all good. Let's see if this G-Wagon change her mind. Now she walking back. I shouldn't even talk to her. Hey, can you like not touch my car?
What?
I said, can you not touch my car? What's up?
You were just trying to talk to me.
Yeah, I was. Like you said, was. Yeah, that's in the past. Like we talking about now. I'm not now.
Okay, you're being hella rude.
I'm being rude. You was being rude. I was asking you a question.
Okay, I know, but I didn't know who you were. Like,
You don't know me now.
He went from invisible to irresistible in 0.2 seconds, and all it took was a G-Wagon.
Eu não acredito. Eu não acredito. Não acredito. Obrigado, obrigado. Ah, você é demais, cara. Eu te amo. Muito obrigado, viu? Te amo.
Imagine having to buy your own gift because she won't. Just get the hint, bro.
Yo, Elena, what you got going on, bro? What? This is a friend?
Yes.
So this is what you turned Jehovah's Witness for?
Sebastian, chill out. It's just a friend.
Bro, and you got my kids on the ground.
What are you talking
Bro, you got my kids on the ground, bro. My daughter's on the ground. Winsor, a grown like this. I'm not even mad, bro, but you gotta go, bro. Feel me? She got DCF problems. She got all type of stuff, bro. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is really crazy.
Can you chill out?
This is crazy, bro. I don't know how you. Well, you know what? It's that don't even matter, bro. But dude, she got 2 kids, bro. She like if you see my daughter's on the ground, bro.
She's not on the ground.
Like no, seriously, she's on the ground, bro.
She's on a cushion on the ground. You know she sleeps on the ground.
Like this is crazy. This is crazy. Look at my daughter, bro. Look how my daughter is on the ground.
Sebastian, what are you doing?
Look how my daughter is on the ground. You got that. You got it, bro. You got it. you got it, bro. Oh. Look at my daughter. Look at my daughter. I might as well turn up all the lights. I ain't a cat. Elena, this is crazy, bro. I mean, you had a girl on the ground, like. Alright, bro. Respect, bro.
He went looking for his wife and caught her in bed with another man. At that point, a paternity test isn't a maybe, it's a priority to see if those are really his children. You guys have made it to the end of the video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos just like these. And remember, according to YouTube, the best way to help the channel in the algorithm is to watch one of my videos right after this video. So if you like this video, you might as well watch another one. Till next time.